Hey, what's up, TRS? My name is Jeremy, and I'm so excited to spend a few minutes with you reflecting on this week's devotion content. The big idea this week is that Jesus had compassion and met people's needs. We see this so clearly in Mark 8, where a huge crowd had gathered to hear Jesus teach in what is described as a desolate place. After 3 days with no food, Jesus becomes concerned that if he sends them home hungry, they will collapse on the way. Jesus' disciples wondered where they would find enough bread to feed such a massive crowd of people. Remember, they were out in the wilderness, so it wasn't like there was a Taco Bell around the corner. And even if there was no way Jesus and his disciples could afford to buy enough tacos and enough chalupas to feed everyone. All they had with them were 7 loaves of bread and a few small fish. And yet, somehow, Jesus was able to multiply it and feed 4,000 people until they were fully satisfied. The devotions this week remind us that Jesus cares about our needs and he is able to meet them, which is so important for us to recognize. We live in a world where there is so much fear and anxiety. Many of us walk through our days gripped with worry, wondering if we'll have enough or be enough to get by. So let the passages this week remind you that Jesus is enough. He sees you. He cares about you. He knows your deepest needs, and he is sufficient to satisfy every one of them. If you're struggling to believe that, I want to invite you to take just a moment and look up at the night sky. Every day, the earth makes one full rotation, and every year it travels the full 584 million miles around the sun. God never neglects to keep us in orbit. In every moment of every day, we inhale oxygen, metabolize energy, digest food, and circulate blood. Every day, our eyes blink 23,000 times, our hearts beat 100,000 times, and our skin sheds almost 1 million skin cells. And none of that happens by our own effort or striving. It all happens because God is faithful to meet our needs. Now, the big question for the week is, am I really supposed to love all people? The feeding of the 4,000 shows us that Jesus felt compassion for the hungry and the needy. He spent time with the people that society rejected. He came to seek and save the lost, which includes you and me. Nobody was or is outside of Jesus' love, which means nobody should be outside of our love either. So, my prayer for you as you interact with God's word this week is that Jesus will not only remind you that he can meet your needs, but that he will also move you to meet the needs of others, no matter who they are. I pray that God will not only fill you with peace as you learn that he is for you, but that he will also challenge you to be for others, even those who are different or hard to love. We can't wait to hear how God speaks to you through his word this week.